Howdy-o, everyone! Lost City here, back in action for more private meeting attraction. That's right, Emiliana has shown up, and she don't like our scruffy attitude. Because she's the detective on the case. Or something like that, I don't really know. Either way, the point is, I would want her to look at me like that, while she says very degrading things, like, you'll never amount to anything, and why did I even marry you? And honestly, I might have to talk to my therapist about this. Excuse me, this is a private meeting. Miss, Perfectine, I'm sorry we weren't expecting to find you here. Is everything alright? You don't like me? No. If anything, I would say you two have far more chemistry than the simp over here. Look at him. Goofy ass. Look at the way they look at each other. She's so distraught at the fact that you're like, what do you mean I don't like you? I love you, girl. You're my boo. And whatever gives you that impression? There's no point trying to deny it. Your intuition, intonation? Your intonation betrays your true feelings. That little pause before you spoke, the way your lips curled up, the telltale shift of your eyes. I can read you like a book. Really? How incredible! I had no idea I was being so obvious. You aren't even going to attempt to deny it. Let's get to the matter at hand, shall we? I see you've been interviewing the mayor. Ben, yes. And I presume your being here means you're also investigating this case? Very shrewd. So, what have you found out so far? I don't see why I should tell you. That's right, because we don't actually want to solve this. Crime by anything. Laura, let's see if it's even worth filling you in. If you solve this puzzle, I might consider it. God, you get me to solve puzzles. Oh. I don't know. It's just, she shows up and does weird things to me. Oh, I'll tell you all in a bit. We had 9. Here we have 9 people. Some good guys and some bad guys. If the good guy has a bad guy next to him, he will point at the bad guy. Otherwise, he will fold his arms. Whereas the bad guys always point at someone, whether that person is good or bad. Okay. Select a person to mark him as a bad guy. Select again to remove the mark. So, otherwise he will fold his arms. So we need the folding arm people. Oh, we have to find the bad people. Okay. So it can't be them. Getting up to here, to here, to here. This is a complete triangle. This hits to here. Probably him. There's too many people with the probability. There's 3 people pointing at him. He has to be a bad guy. Like 100%. So there's 1 person pointing at him. And there is... Well, this one's a bad guy, so we know this is a good guy, right? So it's between these 4. And considering only 1 other person is pointing, it should be him. Mainly because the bad guy's pointing at someone that isn't. So the other people are the good guys. This makes sense.
I've seen how to solve this now.
No!
What's the matter with me today?
Bad luck. Go over the information you have. Okay, yes. Dang it. Maybe I'm not fit to solve this case. The good guy has a bad guy next to him. He will point at the bad guy. Otherwise, he will fold his arms. Whereas the bad guys always point at someone, whether they whether that person is good or bad. Okay, it should be these two with the way it went on, but this one's a good guy at least. Or this one's a good guy at least, which doesn't make sense because 1, 2, 3 people are pointing at him. By the law of properties, we cannot mark everybody. They have to be telling the truth. This one has to be a bad guy. Because they can't all point and be a bad guy. Feel me? So, logic statement here. Boop, boop. Let's say these two are bad guys. There's still one guy pointing. That's the whole point. This one's pointing at this. Should be a good guy, right? Is this one actually pointing towards... No, because they're right next. That's my problem here. It's actually 4 people pointing at this dude. Even more overwhelming. So it should be this guy, right? That's what I was thinking, because this one's pointing at him. Maybe it's him? The bad guy's pointing at the other bad guy?
I've seen how to solve this now. And that's how it's done.
You did it! The bad guy's on the top row in the middle and on the right. Once you figure out the bad guy point at good guys, it's easy to spot them both. Well, it wasn't a very difficult puzzle anyway. Perfect Storm sweeps it again. Alright, as a special flavor, I'll give you my analysis of the case. Also, if you're wondering what I was about, she looks like Demona from Gargoyles when she was the CEO. I'm just gonna just look back on that. First of all, let's review the facts. This morning, a man was pushed from the bank of the Thames into the river. There was at least one witness, but he was on the opposite bank, and the criminal was too far away to be seen clearly. Soon afterwards, a woman threw herself into the river from the same bank as the witness. Which all fits in exactly with the legend of the Thames. Yes, the missing couples are known as Vic and Tim, residents of Chancellor Lane. They were both members of a theatrical group and were planning to participate in tonight's Riverside show of devotion. However, no one appears to have realized that the pair were seeing each other, which is where the facts diverge from the legend. Meanwhile, we have the information that the couple were meeting regularly with a certain third party. You know who that is, I presume? The very person who investigated the investigation. Maya, Piper, Lawinda. Laura, from these facts, there's only one conclusion that can be drawn, and that is, the person who pushed him into the river was Maya Loaninda herself. Never! An interesting deduction, Alamena. I admit there are some facts missing at the moment, but all the evidence points to Maya Loaninda. There is just one vital factor missing that would incriminate her beyond doubt. A motive, you mean? Yes. So you and I are on the same page. Naturally, I've explored the possibility of the criminal being someone else. Usually I get a clear profile of the culprit from the case background and evidence surrounding the victims. But this time, the profile isn't coming together. Why did the culprit push the man into the river? And how is that related to the woman throwing herself in? Neither point ties in with the current profile I have built up. This is the first time I've encountered a case like this. The profile, yes. Sounds like you're struggling a bit, Miss, Perfetia. Struggling? Me? Ha! The more challenging the case, the more I shine. Did you say shine or wine? I know which one I heard. The fact that the profile doesn't fit some key facts about the case is an important piece of the information in itself. All I need to do is work that back into my analysis and build up a new profile. So I must get back to the yard. The profile doesn't fit the facts. You had a thought, Miss Layton. Oh no, it's nothing. Come along, we must talk to the mayor again. And we got something. Male head, not as significant as female head. One just knows how to do it more than the other. Because they're smart and pretty. Even expert profiler Amelia Perfidy is unable to produce a distinct profile of the killer in this case, which in itself may indicate something. Yes, that there was in fact 5 killers. Dun dun dun. Let's go in. Miss Mayor? Excuse me, Mayor Luanita. Oh, hello again. How is your investigation coming along? Very well, thank you. I think we're nearly there. I'd just like to ask you 1 or 2 more questions, if I may. Of course, anything to help solve the case. Ask away. Thank you. I'll get straight to the point then. Seems you really got to extreme lengths for the sake of this year's Riverside Festival. Yes, well, it is a London tradition after all. I'm all for progress and forward thinking, but traditions are very important as well. I heard that you undertook a lot of planning yourself, and that you wanted to reinvigorate the festival in a way. Yes, I'm afraid I'm not good at delegating. I always want to do things myself, whenever possible. I also understand that you've been having lengthy discussions with some of the participants in the show of devotion. That's true, it's the climax of the whole festival, so it requires special attention. It's really vital that the festival is a success this year. That's why I had to plan everything so meticulously. I see. Well, I think I had a good idea of your particularly strong zeal for the event now. Thank you. That's it. Strong zeal. That's all you got, Cat. Don't worry, Cheryl. It's all I need. Oh, that's strange. What is it, Miss Layton? Something different about this office. Something's changed since we were here before. How's it? Now, come to mention it, I'm picking up something too. Have a good look around, everyone. We need to figure out what's different. Ooh. That teddy bear is different. Well, I like... Oh, just the same thing. It's just the same thing over again. I'm pretty sure it's the teddy bear. Philosophically. I don't recall there being that. Oop, oop, oop. I'll talk to you real quick. I'm determined that tonight's show of devotion is going to be one to remember. There's still a lot to do, but I hope you're looking forward to it. It's going to be sensational. Alright, what's with the teddy bear? Well, this teddy bear wasn't here before, was it? Oh, isn't it cute? I must say, though, it doesn't really fit with my image of the mayor. I suppose you wouldn't expect to find a cuddly bear in the office of a go-getter, city, of London mayor, would you? The truth is, threadbare as he may be, this old friend helps me relax when things are getting a little hectic. It does seem a little out of place in here. He seems so self-assured and confident. Do I? Well, I had quite a few soft toys I was fond of when I was a little girl. I had one like this, too. Rainbow Rabbit. Looks like this white cuddly rabbit needs a bit of color. There have been a few specific requests. You can use 3 colors, pink, yellow, and blue. Pink should appear in 7 places, and yellow in 4 places. Same color shouldn't appear next to itself. The body and both shoes should be the same color. Okay. So, pink then. So? See if blue would work. That's 4 places for blue, right? What was it? Pink should be and yellow in 4 places. So yellow, 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 and then blue, and then pink. Pink. I didn't realize there was this here. This all has to be a different color, right? So maybe like this? Well, then we have like this in between things. No. No. I take it. So... And then this would have to be, I guess that? And then... This would kind of work, right? So 4 blue places, and 2... No, one of these need to be yellow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're missing 1 pink area. Pink can't be the main body then. So it's probably blue. With yellow, and then another blue. Because all the ends should be that, and then... That's problem. That's problem, because we have 6 for pink. So... These would all hit. That's problem. Because, like, a snowy bunny would work out pretty well, right? Maybe... like so? What is... the body and both shoes should be the same color. So blue would work out better, because blue only needs 4. We need yellow. Yellow would have to be here. This specifically would have to go the way that it does. And then that. Is there another spot that I'm missing here? Because this gives the most amount, I think. The head doesn't have to be, but... The head will only give me so many things. This would give me 7, but now the pink's touching. We need to do that, and then make it that. Then the pink touches over here. So these two have to be pink. It's symmetrical. So I'm trying to see if there's anything that's, like, not symmetrical. Because it feels like that can be the case. But the fact that pink has to be in 7 spots, I don't know what other spots there are. So what if we do pink and then pink? And then we do blue, blue, yellow. Actually, make these yellow. Yellow, pink, yellow. Oof. So would it have to be like a different... Because the arms hit the body, and that means that it doesn't work out. So the body can't be pink. There are too many things hitting it. so what if we just do that? And then hit for pink. Because this would help solve our yellow situation. And then... See, it's so close! It's so close to what we want! This is an ugly looking thing, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's... The body and both shoes should be the same color. What did I do wrong? I have exactly what it needs. Oh, we just have to submit it. Yeah, this is it, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yellow in 4 places. And pink all there. We got it.
This should do it, I think. Any mystery or any puzzle solved.
Oh, you did it. What a colorful rabbit. Looks like it's just the way she wanted. Oh. I had a feeling that wouldn't stump you. My father brought this bear for me. Actually, it was at the Riverside Festival, from one of the street stalls there. Ah, so it was special meaning for you then. Yes, that's right. Especially as my father is no longer with us. He was a very busy man. He used to work extremely hard, but even so, he always made time to take me to the Riverside Festival. I love the festival and the times I spent at it with my father. Ah, so many memories. Yes, there's no greater treasure than memories of your loved ones, is there? Absolutely. I'm sure lots of Londoners feel the same way about the festival. People in the city have been making wonderful family memories at it for years now. Which is why it's such a terrible shame that attendance has been falling in recent years. The idea of abolishing it altogether is just abhorred. I had to preserve my precious memories. The festival must be a success. Are you alright, Miss Loaninda? Oh, I do apologize. I don't usually let myself get quite so animated. Please don't apologize. It's nice for us lesser mortals to see that even someone as cool and collected as you loses a little control occasionally. That's gay panic. Just look at her. That's gay panic right there. She's like, being mayor seems means you have to keep your emotions buried, you see. Really? I would have thought it's better to be true to yourself in the rule like this. Maybe some of us are a little too true to ourselves, eh, Cat? I have a good idea. I'd like to show you something rather special. Oh, something special? Yes, there's a balcony just outside here. Would you join me out there for a moment? Balcony? She'd throw off the edge? He's like, you didn't solve the case fast enough. No. It's pretty. This is romantic. This is too romantic. Well, what do you think of the view? Aren't the city lights beautiful? Like all the stars have fallen from the night sky and landed on London. Now that's a view. And you can see the festival grounds from here. Too. Look. I'm gonna take this because I ship them really hard right now. So you can. The festival lights look lovely as well. They do, don't they? It's just a shame that year by year there have been less lights and less people enjoying events. But see how bustling it is this year? All those people who'd forgotten about the festival over time have come back again this year. And I feel confident now that in the next year there'll be more people again, and even more the years after that. Parents bringing their children, and in future those children bringing their own children. That's all I wanted.
This year's Riverside Festival is going to be very special indeed.
It's like, I'm gay? Well, I'm very sorry for taking up so much of your time when you're so busy, Miss, Juanita. Oh, that's quite alright. I enjoy discussing the festival with you. Good luck with the investigation. Thank you. I believe we're homing in on the truth now. Really? That's wonderful. Keep me posted. Does that mean we have solved the case? We're gonna, like, turn on her and be like, it was you! The word double infection is so good. Oh. Case complete. The Riverside Festival appears to have a special place in Mayor Juanita's heart. She sees it as a key event for all Londoners to enjoy time as a family. She has no motivation to do anything except have time with family. So, solve this case? Yes! I've cracked it! This case is as clear as crystal to me now. It is. I could have sworn we were getting further and further from the truth. Oh, Miss Layton has a knack for seeming like she is going off on a tangent, but I'm sure she's really solving the case in her own way. Well, I'm pretty sure anyway. So let's call Inspector Hastings and ask him to meet us. The time has come for me to reveal the truth behind this whole affair. At once, miss. That's right, Simp. Do what you're supposed to. We really figured it all out, Cat. Come on, Miss Layton. Please. There isn't long until I have to give the closing speech at the festival. Oh, don't worry. This won't take long at all. As you all know, the incident that took place this morning follows the old legend of the times almost to the letter. Yeah, too much of a coincidence, that, obviously. Someone clearly made a deliberate effort to copy the legend. Quite right, Inspector. Somebody did exactly that.
All right then. Who's the culprit, Cat?
He's going around in
I think
circles.
first, Inspector, there's something more important than identifying the culprit.
Wrong.
And that is how crazy you are about festivals, Mayor Loanida.
Who did it's far more important than who done it.
How did you know?
She's right. Got it. Are you going to explain yourself, Cat, or what?
Mayor Loanida, loving the Riverside Festival as much as you do, it became unbearable to watch its popularity dwindle over recent years, didn't it?
Oh dear.
So she killed him. Is that what you're saying?
No, no. A festival lover would never do such a thing.
Hey? You said...
It was all an elaborate show.
Yeah.
Made possible by the mayor's great power and influence. Part of the festival entertainment, if you will. The murdered couple are alive and well. No doubt hidden somewhere inside this very building.
But she's the one who asked for me to investigate the case.
I'm sorry to say, Inspector, that I believe the mayor thought it was a case you wouldn't be able to solve.
Dang.
Well, Katrielle, I see you're quite the entertainer.
Did you see us from up here or
It's been
something?
an eventful festival, that's for sure. And a successful one, too.
Yes. I'm delighted that my last festival as mayor hasn't been a flop. Thank you, Katrielle.
Are you retiring, Pippa?
Yes, I must. I've abused my position as mayor.
No!
I just couldn't bear the thought of the festival my father always took me to being abolished, you see. But I've let everyone down.
I see. Well, I'll be sad to see you go.
Mayor Loanida, thanks to you, this year's festival enjoyed a record-breaking turnout. There's just one little problem.
Oh? What problem?
Have a gander at this.
Goodness me, what?
It's a proposal put forward by some of London's youth. They want the same performance you cooked up this year to happen every year, only bigger. They're suggesting calling the old love story thing the Riverside musical, and they're planning massive participation from youngsters all over the city.
I just don't believe it.
I think London still needs you at the helm, Mayor Lowenega.
Yes!
After all, no one loves this city like you do. And it looks like next year's festival is gonna take some planning.
Oh, Inspector Hastings, I don't know what to say.
Aww. The missing couple made an appearance at the Riverside Show of Devotion that evening. They explained everything that had happened. The festival's president says attended by more people than ever before, thanks to Mayor Lowenega's hard work. So it looks as though the festival will remain as one of London's great traditions, as a place where families can gather and make memories together that will last them a lifetime. Well, there we go! A case is solved. It did not feel as nearly as grandiose as Phoenix Wright's cases, but that is also kind of a problem with Layton's games. And it's one of those situations where, like, oh, it's more realistic than I thought it was. And you always think it might be some sort of, like, wonderful little mystery at the beginning, right? And then it just turns out to be rather mundane. It's very interesting in that regard. But at the very least, this next case was more interesting than the first one. So I'm hoping we get some more banger cases here. But until next time, folks, thank you all for watching, and I shall see you all later. Sayonara. Bye-bye.